I think Bitcoin will tap $10,000 from its high of 65,000 because that's what it normally does. It drops 85%.
See Bitcoin fall approximately 45 more percent from approximately that, breakdown level around 18,000 and change. To me, that gives me a target just below 10,000.
And I really do think that we will see $10,000 Bitcoin. I really, really do.
When hasn't Bitcoin done an 85% drop? It always does. It always has. Why would it stop? My price calls are amazing. I make very, very few of them. And it's a lot easier to get it right.
Their gap all the way over here that happened. And this one happened back in July 24th of 2020 during DeFi summer. This gap, I do believe, will be filled. And I also do think that it will be filled when we do hit 10K. I personally believe that Bitcoin will hit 10K.
My honest personal feeling is that we're going to probably see 4 digits Bitcoin. The reason being is that there are so many ripple effects. I still feel like FTX is a ripple effect of Luna, where Alameda lost a bunch of money and now they're collapsing.
Potentially bring Bitcoin even lower, maybe around $10,000.
It off. That's when an investor like myself starts to inch in. I also think you look for technical levels like the pierce of 10,000 to the 9,000 target. Think about how many stops will be right at that 10,000 level that'll get wiped out. You'll see major panic below 10,000 because it breaks the even number.
Bitcoin to 10K. Well, that was what they wanted. That's what the experts wanted. Didn't get it. We're now trading at almost 30. We're trading around 33.7K. Bitcoin's going higher. 10K is going to have to wait. Don't even know if Bitcoin will ever go back down to 10K. But with that said, let's take a quick look here at Bitcoin. I got some other charts to look at too, regarding other altcoins. Take a look at the Solana trade that hopefully some of you guys took, and then also the Matic trade that I'm in, and the Cosmos trade. But with that said, the first thing I want to look at is Bitcoin. For starters, I think I've mentioned this before, but just to reiterate it, I still expect price to come to the 0.5 to 0.618 Fibonacci retracement zone, which is 42K to 48.5K. You can go back at the past two cycles, and you'll see that if you take from Fibonacci from swing low or swing high to swing low, you'll see that prices always come back to that zone, and I think it's going to happen again. I don't know if it's going to happen before the end of the year. If it does, this is what you should watch. I've also said 37 and I think it was 37.5K, or right around 36 or 37.6K right here. We have supply, so that would be the next target to look out for. The other thing that I've noticed, I mean, it's easier to tell now, but we had this range high here and range low here, this channel. And if I extend this a little further, we'll see we have this neckline, but also this cup and handle pattern. And if we calculate what the measured move would be, taking this from the top to bottom, breakout, we would see that price would go into that zone around 47K. So that confirms that price most likely will go up to that Fibonacci gold zone. How long it takes, I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking possibly before the end of the year if we continue to get bullish continuation. But probably going to see some consolidation and then hopefully move up, and hopefully some of the altcoins can catch up as well. With regard to Ethereum, pretty much still in this descending channel here. I'd like to see price get above the supply zone at right around 8 or 1,877, and then get a push up to 2,200. And then hopefully start looking at 25, and then up to this weekly supply at 32, almost 33K. Now looking at the past trades, Solana, in my opinion, it had the best setup of most altcoins. If we go down to the daily, we saw essentially an ascending triangle pattern, area of resistance right here. Price broke out, entered long around 26.3 or 26.3 cent or 30 cents, and then just rode it all the way up to this supply zone where price has had trouble. So obviously sellers are defending the area. Matic, not looking too good on the daily. Thought about taking profits a little early, decided not to. Looking at the 4-hour, as long as we don't break below this low, we're still making higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low. So I think eventually we'll get to 0.672. And Atom or Cosmos. The main reason I like this setup is we can see that we have this downtrend or descending channel rather with this trend line of resistance, and you can see on the weekly we do have a double top or double bottom rather based on these hammer candles. It is pulling back a bit, but looking at least $7.50, and then the measured move would be $8.28, and then potentially up to $10. Coin that I'm looking at to accumulate for the next bull run that I expect to do well is Graph, just due to it being an AI crypto and the excitement around that space. And I'd be looking not really a trade, but more just accumulating or waiting for this level to break around 9 cents, so 0.0966. At that point, we would be above this area that held support and then became resistance, and then it's kind of acting as support right here because it broke through. So once that breaks through, I'll probably end up buying some of that for long term. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it. Just letting Bitcoin ride, and the most important thing for Bitcoin right now is staying above 32.4.5K. Don't want price closing below that level, or having a daily close below that level, as probably signify bearish continuation and probably come back down to these lows and then be in the channel again, or this range rather. So rather see consolidation here and then continue to move up. But with that said, I'll leave it on that note, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.